Don't you want to train your dog to ask you to go out, ask them when they need to go out?
You know, I was looking at a book this weekend because we helped a friend pick out a puppy. And in the trick book that I was looking at, it had how your puppy can tell you when he's hungry, how to tell your puppy to tell you when he wants to go outside, and all of those things relating to the puppy telling you what he wants. And sometimes that can be good for certain situations, but when I kind of back off of that and look at it from the whole viewpoint, I really don't want the dog having that much control. Because if you say, a lot of people do the doorbell with like bells on it or something. And that's kind of a cute idea, and for some people it works really well. But if the puppy just wants to go outside and play versus going to the bathroom, then he's constantly going up and ringing the doorbell saying, hey, I want to go outside. Well, he just wants to go out and play, not pee. So I would really rather have the dog going on my schedule, and I say, okay, we're going to go outside now, we're going to play now, we're going to pee now. And it puts me in control instead of the dog in control. So I guess what I think I like is making sure that I'm regulating the dog and running the dog's life instead of the dog running my life.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
What we've been seeing with the puppy stuff is puppies trying to figure out who's in control. Okay? They've been trying to determine a lot of pack theory here that we talked about last week. And some of them, when they get on top of one another, that's when they're being dominant, and the other ones are on the bottom and they're submitting. Now, we've been noticing that some of the little puppies at first took it and took it and took it, and now finally they've had enough.
And he's way
It's really good to get your puppy around other dogs that are about the same size to let them understand about bite inhibition. If a bigger dog never challenges them and never puts them in their place, then they sort of grow up thinking that they're the toughest kid on the block. And that's a dangerous place, because then the dog thinks that he can take on anybody and anything, and he's never learned to bite gently. Okay? And if they're playing with a lot of other puppies, they learn they can play, but they don't have to be nailing people all the time. Okay, just make sure on housebreaking that you don't leave them out for too long. Someone mentioned earlier that, can I back up? And yes, you can. So let's say you've worked your way up to where you're letting the puppy run around the house for an hour, and one day he makes a mistake. Then immediately, I'm going to back him up maybe to 10 minutes, and then 15, and then 20, and gradually expand that time where it gets longer and longer again. So anytime the puppy makes a mistake, back him way, way up and sort of retrain him to go with it. Okay?
If you have been negligent and your dog is urinating, but you see him, what is the best way to correct the situation?
I usually grab him and do the quit it, and use a negative voice. I don't use no, because they don't really know what it means. It's not programmed in there. And realize that I made the mistake of leaving the dog out too long. Now, as the puppies start getting older and the testosterone starts coming in the males, then you may see them start to do a little marking where they're trying to pee in a lot of different places and not really, you know, eliminating their bladder. And that's just telling you that it's maybe getting close to neutering the dog when they start marking, and check the age out.
Okay, so after you do the reprimand, do you put them in their kennel? Do you
Yeah,
take them
probably
outside immediately and try to get them to go out there?
If I think the puppy is finished peeing, finished pooping, I just put him in their crate and realize I made a mistake. Because otherwise, if you just take them outside, they're going to say, okay, you pee in the house, then you go outside. You don't want
So
that.
it's like rewarding.
Exactly. So you don't want to do that. All right, biting. That's usually like one of the top questions I get. What do I do when the puppy bites on my hands? What that puppy is doing is he's treating you like a pack member, all right? He's treating you like a litter mate. He wants to, I mean, if you've been watching the puppies, what do they do to each other? They bite and chew on each other all the time. So they're checking you out to see if you're going to put up with it. And the answer to that, of course, is no, you're not. So when they bite you, grab them by the back of the neck, give them a quick little shake, tell them to quit it, stop it, whatever voice you want, whatever words you want to use in that nasty voice. And better yet, give them something nice to chew on. So replace your hand with something that is appropriate. But I still want you to do the negative, nasty noise whenever they bite your hands, okay? Don't let them get away with that. Now, this brings us to toys. What kind of good toys? If you do a little stuffed toy like some of these guys, just make sure that there's no little buttons or stuff that they can pull off and eat, all right? Stuffed toys are great. If they've got squeakers, you're going to find the puppies are going to try and kill it. They want the squeakers. So they grab them and try and kill those, and that's what they're shaking them for. Is there a squeaker, Joy? Is there a squeaker? Look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here you go. So these are good little toys, especially for puppies. Now, when they get older, I brought some of my used ones in. Galileos are like wonderful. These come in 3 sizes. If I read my literature right, they're modeled on an elephant bone or something, and they shrunk them down to make them dog size. And there's something about this shape that a lot of dogs really like to chew on. And you can get little ones, medium ones, big ones. They are not for throwing. You don't want to like hurt anything, like knock out teeth, so don't throw these. And if your puppy drops it, move your feet really fast because that also hurts. If they chew on them enough to where they look like this, it's time to throw them away, okay, because then they can start getting too much of that in their mouth. So these are really good. Ooh, new stuff. Galileos. This is a nice shape. There's something about this shape that a lot of dogs like to chew on. This, I think, is a Nylabone product or something kind of rubbery. They can retrieve this. Now you can tell I have big dogs, okay? So that's why we have all these big toys. A favorite are the Kongs. And the Kongs are really awesome. This is a real heavy-duty one. What you can do with a Kong is you can put dog food in here, or you can put treats in here, you can put peanut butter in here. Now you're going to want to wash it once in a while. Peanut butter and treats are good. Put this in his crate with him, and he'll spend like, 2 hours trying to get the food out of the Kong. So if you're thinking, you've got to be gone a long time and you're concerned that he's been in the crate for too long, then he's bored, give him a Kong filled with goodies. These are awesome. And they also bounce really funny too. So a lot of dogs think these are just pretty darn irresistible. And they come in all sizes and all shapes and colors. Yay, Marlo! Because that's a big dog toy. With your chew toys, absolutely no human stuff. People tend to want to give them like socks or old tennis shoes. Don't. Because they're chewing on something with your scent. And then they're not going to know the difference between your old worn-out tennis shoes and your $100 tennis shoes that you just bought. So make sure that you don't give them any socks or any type of human stuff. I've had several puppies who got into the laundry, who ate socks and underwear because it was left laying around. It smelled so wonderful. And that can cause stomach blockages, and you can end up with a very expensive vet trip. So keep the dirty underwear picked up off the floor, and don't ever let them chew on human stuff. Real big deal.